Looks good there. And I'm already recording, so let's just go ahead and get this started. Hello everyone, and now welcome to a 1v1 game between Hawk and Foggy. This game taking place here on Concealed Hill. Hawk has spawned as the blue human player over here on the bottom left hand side of the map. Hawk opening up with that Ultra of Kings farm, a little bit of Sim City at the very start, and a barracks. Meanwhile, off over here to the top right hand side, we have Foggy spawning as the red Night Elf. This game taken from DreamHack, the regional, regional tournament, or I want to make sure I get the right name for this. There we go. Dang it, nope. It is the regional championships. Regional championships out of Europe. Foggy and Hawk, obviously both players from Europe, as we're looking at an Ancient of War, Altar of Elders, and a Moonwell getting placed down. Coming back across the other side, there is an Altar of Kings, barracks, farms, as well as everything is already getting underway. How are things going to be, well, moving along right here? That is the question. Hey, PhD, good to see you. Thanks for stopping on by. Keeper of the Grove going to be trained up here alongside a single archer. Going to clear out this 3-4-3 creep camp and then move along its merry way. We are looking at Archmage coming back here. Footmen, no big surprises, as I am curious as to what we're going to be looking at in this 1v1 matchup. I do suspect Rifle and Priest with maybe some Mortar teams as well. Very standard go-to strategy as of late. Mountain King being able to use Thunderclap in that front line position to slow down the bears and really protect those riflemen in that back line. What do I expect to see from Foggy? I am expecting to see, well, Keeper of the Grove, maybe followed up. Actually, I don't know what to expect here for that second hero. We could be looking at a Demon Hunter second. We could be looking at, well, different heroes as well as Demon Hunter second. Demon Hunter very, very powerful at, well, shutting down enemy heroes, which is incredibly important. Maybe Blood Mage siphoning Demon Hunter, probably not. Well, that would be a third hero, and that's where you have to weigh the risk versus reward of a Paladin versus a Demon, or a Paladin versus a Blood Mage. Siphon mana Blood Mage being able to siphon mana away from the Demon Hunter and then and then pull it back here. Keeper of the Grove getting off I believe that was an Entangle. Yeah, Entangle onto that Footman to finish it off, and that pretty much gives the Keeper of the Grove of Foggy level 2 on the dot. We're looking at the Archmage now coming down here, trying to finish off this giant sea turtle. Giant sea turtle takes a little bit of damage. Oh, I should be turning on. Like, how come I don't have many game music to get me into this game? As the Archmage gets to level 2. Level 4 Sea Turtle hatching getting taken out. Slippers of Agility left behind. Footman finishing off the last of those Sea Turtles as well. As the Keeper of the Grove, well, will be coming across here. Oh, what's going to happen? There is a deny. Are we going to see a deny? Well, I think the Keeper of the Grove, no, he did not get the deny, little exclamation mark. And the Archmage does not pick up the Slippers of Agility. Even if he doesn't want that +3 additional armor or +3 additional agility, it is still important to grab, as he can sell that item later, and it still represents, well, a little bit of extra hit points in this battle. Wisp now coming in, Foggy trying to make sure that there is no expansion in play at all, and the militia are all here. There's the detonation, and in comes the battle. Footman quickly getting ensnared right there. That's going to get finished off. Hawk getting a little bit more experience. Meanwhile, the militia are still trying to engage here, and Foggy is saying, nope, I am not going to allow you to play your game without punishing you quite a bit. There goes some more treants getting taken out. Militia are already retreating back here. And I guess the question here to ask is, are we looking at a tech to tier 2 behind this, or was there actually an expansion? All right, more peasants are getting trained, so it could be a tech to tier 2. Keeper of the Grove of Foggy really dishing out the damage here as the peasants are falling one at a time, slowly but surely. Keeper of the Grove is going to be able to get 2 more shots off there. There's some Trents coming in, but there is already an Arcane tower coming across. That peasant will get taken down as well. All right. Number of peasants are lost. Keeper of the Grove perhaps going to pick up a Staff of Teleportation. Well, teleport back to home, regenerate some hit points, and then make its way back down, perhaps to try and punish this expansion location here. All right, Arcane Tower already getting added in. Archers playing a game, well, a dangerous game, trying to clear out creep camps without the help of that Keeper of the Grove, as that Keeper of the Grove is going to be very close to level 3, very aggressive creeping. Very aggressive creeping here. Foggy, well, just a little bit shy of level 3 now. Meanwhile, down here, Archmage is already at level 3, may be able to try and punish his opponent as the Keeper of the Grove now runs down here, getting a little bit of body blocked once more as the Keeper of the Grove just simply walks on by the other side. Arcane Tower is going to have the precious seconds to try and train up as we're looking at a Panda as that follow-up hero. Archmage going to try and engage here, trying to pressure and put damage onto that Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove somehow breaks the 5-unit surround and is now simply diving on into this location. Peasants, coming in from the backside, double water elementals, breath of fire across multiple units there, taking or removing a lot of hit points from those peasants. One peasant going to get taken down, with another one most likely followed up here. Panda, breath of fire cooldown needs a little bit longer. Another peasant going to get taken out of here as well, but the Arcane Tower already coming online. Level 3 now on that Keeper of the Grove as the units are retreating back. Beautifully done there. Another deny once more. Meanwhile, peasants getting in that damage here. Archers, are they going to be able to finish it off? Hawk going to end up losing that footman. And talk about not following up the denial there. Hawk not denying that footman, even though it was just perhaps the easiest unit to deny. Not quite sure, what the reasoning was behind that. Perhaps attention diverted elsewhere. Hawk looking to perhaps get in a second barracks already. And what is this? Double barracks at this point and stage in the game. Footman now getting entangled here once more. It is a Panda second, not the Demon Hunter that I initially expected. Foggy, well, is going to be able to go longer, perhaps using that Breath of Fire very effectively, as we're looking at a couple of ensnares go down too. Keeper of the Grove sitting at level 3 could easily finish off that Footman there, or maybe the entangle is already enough. Down to 40 hit points, 20. There it goes, getting taken out once more as the Brewmaster now sitting at level 2. 35 supply going up against 29 here, as Hawk is able to, well, retreat back easily, and perhaps he will get enough of an economy boost here. Remember, there is no mercenary camp here on Concealed Hill, making that early expansion not nearly as profitable, as you cannot make up the gap in the overall tech difference just by hiring mercenaries. Ancient of Lore now getting, training up a couple of Dryads. We are looking at double barracks. We are going into a lumber mill, and the barracks, both of them, are not in production. I would have expected to see perhaps a blacksmith so that we could get in a more riflemen, but that is just not the case here, as the Archmage could finally get a shot off there. We're going to see a detonation. Yes, we are. Entangled now coming back across here. Hawk going to lose another footman after all of this time, as that, well, one footman does not be long for, or is not long for this world. All right, more damage coming across here. Are we going to see that one footman getting taken out? Are we going to see another entangle, as Foggy is continuing to just, well, pick off unit after unit from Hawk, as there goes another unit once more. All right, Panda, Keeper of the Grove is going to have enough mana. There goes some reflect damage back onto those Dryads, as we're looking at the Archmage here, trying to put pressure, and, well, not quite sure what building that was, but it was quickly canceled. In comes another entangle again, and the Keeper of the Grove has just been shutting down footmen, gaining experience, as that Panda is now nearly at level 3 as well. Level 3 on that Panda, level 2 Breath of Fire. We're looking at double barracks here. There's that rifle, or there's that blacksmith. There is a large amount of, well, not even a large amount of gold. Foggy has a larger bank of gold, as we should be looking at, well, perhaps more and more riflemen getting trained up here in just a second. Coming behind this, Panda perhaps going to be able to get some damage onto a Goblin Shredder. It looks like he missed that for temporarily, as we're looking at the Wisp just trying to, well, cause a little bit of path blocking. Is it going to end up getting taken down? Panda needs, well, 1 or 2 more shots. Breath of Fire could finish it off. There it goes, blows it into smithereens, as the Keeper of the Grove and the Brewmaster now looking to retreat back. Archmage, solo Archmage sitting at level 3. Coming back across here, Archers trying to hide off to the side. Tree of Life is already in danger, and this may force Foggy's hand to, well, perhaps go in for an all-in at tier 2 with a tech advantage, as that Tree of Life is going to get shut down. All right, more units trying to run back away. Archers getting easily finished off here. The footmen unable to, or the panda unable to completely shut down the footmen as the dryads and archers both falling victim to their own projectile. Yeah, both projectile units. That piercing damage dealing a lot more damage back to those, well, dryads there. Water Elemental getting taken down here. Keeper of the Grove just shy of level 4 now as the Archmage retreats back. Tech to tier 2 now done. Mountain King getting trained up as we are going into dual Arcane Sanctums behind dual Barracks. Hawk still needs a Goblin Shredder. No, currently gathering lumber with a whole bunch of peasants here. Perhaps lumber upgrade. Lumber upgrades in order to gain a little bit more lumber here. Cox sitting on 500 gold, but only 60, 70 lumber, and that's going to be a difference. What is Foggy doing up behind this? He is sitting on 1,000 gold with 35 supply. That is not what you want to be doing here, especially if your opponent has, well, an expansion and should be able to really put pressure on you here in just a second. Down also a Moonwell, as the Moonwells are all bone dry. This could potentially be a problem as the Archmage, Mountain King, and Rifleman. This is a sudden power spike in the human army as the units are going to try and retreat back out here. All right, trying to retreat back away. There goes a Stormbolt onto an Archer. Archer easily going to get taken down. Goblin Zeppelin leaving behind one Archer here. There is Trents taking up space as we're looking at damage getting added back up. There's a reveal as the Goblin Zeppelin, well, at 71 hit points, is going to end up getting away here. This is potentially very dangerous. Goblin Zeppelin perhaps try to land back down, get into an engagement, and, well, try and back away. A big breath of fire across multiple units. Trants are also engaging as well. Priests do not have Dispel Magic as of yet, but this is a one-way ticket aside from a Scroll of Town portal. All right, Arcane Tower was getting repaired, but multiple breaths of fire putting pressure onto those peasants, slowing down the recovery rate as we're still looking at the fight inside the base. Hawk with a supply advantage, a large supply advantage, fighting their way through, getting in that damage, but this is going to be a tactical retreat. Oh, Goblin Shredder was too far away? Oh. All right. Or maybe it's considered a... Yeah, not quite sure there. Yeah, if you guys didn't hear, in the middle of Vortex, Lucifron versus Sidney and Pink, one of the players was having, like, lag issues. So in the middle of the game, in the middle of the series, when we were trying to figure out where he went, we don't know if it's a translation issue, but he said, "Oh, I was taking a bath. I'm sorry." You're like, wait, what? You are taking a bath in the middle of a, like yeah, it could totally be translation issue. Maybe he was taking a shower, or was washing up. No, I was taking a bath. So yeah, Shredder chopped wood, so he didn't TP. Ah, okay. Panda coming back in. The Dryads are now making their way down. Foggy really pushing in with this all in here. Multiple scout towers and guard towers coming back across, but the wall in is pretty much complete. Breath of fire coming back across. Tree ants are going to make their way inside as Foggy is going to be putting pressure on this location here. Panda wants to get another breath of fire off. Should be able to get multiple breaths of fire. There's a Goblin Zeppelin going to be perhaps trying to elevator some or lift some units inside here as in comes a breath of fire, finishing off more of those units again. Panda now sitting at level 4 has enough for another breath of fire. Going to try and back away. Mountain King now sitting at level 3 as the units are looking to back away. Foggy has been playing a great game so far, but he's been playing a great game with only one base. And as the economic advantage of Hawk is just growing more and more, and the fact that Foggy didn't go for a very strong push, he was sitting at 40, even now sitting at 40 supply with a large amount of gold in the bank. His production just hasn't really caught up, and he's lost that window of opportunity. All right, yeah, looking just only at the tech advantage, that tech advantage should have carried a bit more, but really no luck there. All Hawk needs to do is scout out, see if there is an expansion. If there isn't an expansion, he knows that he doesn't really need to chase yet. He can easily bank up to 80 supply and then try to go for the engagement. All right, towers here being completely left wide open. Well, Mountain King Illusion not really dealing any damage. Priest and Sorceresses are now making a big, giant push out across the map. And Hawk at this point says, you know what? My expansion is more important than my main base. Let me just go ahead and well fight here. I have a large army of riflemen pushing across here. Priest also with adept training, and well, in a base trade scenario, if you have more bases, well, you normally will come out ahead. Ancient of Lores trying to well train up some mountain giants now. There's that Tree of Ages. And what is going to go down here? A lot of damage coming across here. No mortar teams at all. But where is the army to be seen? Staff of Teleportation, Dryads are going to try to push back through 62 supply, but the army size is quite large and well, quite a big difference. All right, there it is. The unit's going to be landing back down. Breath of Fire coming back across. Stormbolt right there. Panda perhaps not in the best spot, needing to use another Scroll of Town Portal to leave a tight scenario, not being able to teleport down to the south here. Now teleporting back across here, and here's that engagement. Breath of Fire, Stormbolt now onto the Keeper of the Grove. Keeper of the Grove taking quite a bit of damage. Mountain King in that frontline spot. It does have Thunderclap as well, but the Dryads are not going to really fall prey to that at all. Dryads are just hanging around in the back, and it really felt like Foggy just didn't get his feet underneath them at all, as Hawk, with the lower score, takes the game. But, well, even though the hero score was higher on Foggy, he never really used that snowball effect to really try and push on through. He was using Dryads, and Hawk had quickly gone into double barracks, double riflemen in the dual arcane sanctums. And with that, with all of that ranged damage, piercing damage, the Dryads were pretty much shut down, and the footmen were there, easily defeating those archers. A transition into mountain giants would have been a very safe call. Only one mountain giant made it its way out onto the battlefield, though. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for more WarCraft 3.